Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to solve O-Levels Additional Mathematics Paper 2 in a session May-June 2018 Paper 2-2. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, part 1, show that we have to prove this identity starting from the left hand side. So the left hand side is cos theta, cot theta plus sin theta. We have to prove that this is equals to cosecant theta. Okay, so we have cos theta. We can write cot as cos theta over sin theta plus sin theta. Right. Now we have cos square theta plus, you can take an LCM, sin square theta divides sin theta. And by using the identity cos square theta plus sin square theta equals to 1. So 1 over sin theta. And the reciprocal of sin is cosecant theta. And this is my right hand side. Right, so this is proved. Now for the second part, hence solve this equals to 4 for x is between 0 to 90 degree. And cos theta, cot theta plus sin theta, this is equals to cosecant theta. Right, so we can say cosecant theta equals to 4. Cosecant theta equals to 4. Cosecant is 1 by sine. 1 by sine theta is equals to 4 and the reciprocal sin theta is equals to 1 by 4. Right. Now to solve for theta, we have to do sine inverse of 1 by 4. And it is in degrees. Right. So my calculator is already in degrees. Sine inverse 1 divides 4. This is 14.47 or 48 we can say. So theta equals to 14.48 degrees. Right. And we know that sine is positive in the first and in the second quadrant. Right. Let me check this. Right, so we have A, S, T, and C. Yes, so we have sine. It is positive in first and the second quadrant. First quadrant, we use a value of theta, and here we use 180 minus theta. So the second value of theta we can say is 180 minus theta. Now for the second quadrant, the value of theta is 180 minus this. So 180 subtract answer is 165.5. So theta is 165.5. Okay, but we have given that our domain is between 0 to 90 degrees, so we are just working on the first quadrant, so there is no need to find for the second quadrant. So the only value of theta is only solution theta equals to 14.5 degrees, and that belongs to the domain 0 to 90 degree. Question number 2, part A. On the Venn diagram below, shade the region that represent A intersection with B complement. So this is B, and B complement is a region that is outside of B and its intersection with A. So the only shaded region is this set A, not including the B. Yes, so this is a shaded region. Now for the second B part, the universal set and sets P, Q, and R are such that P union Q union R complement is phi. So this is P, Q, and R, their union, and its complement is phi. So means outside the number is 0. Now P complement, this is P and the region outside of P and its intersection with Q intersection R. So Q intersection R, this is Q intersection R, and the P complement, the region that is outside of P is this region. This is also equals to phi, so it is 0. And the number of Q intersection R, in Q and R the intersection, the number is 8. So this is 0 and this is 8. Right, the number in P intersection R, P and R is equals to 8. So we already have 8, right? and the number P intersection Q. P and Q intersection is 10. So we have 8 and we have 2 here. Right. Now P, number of elements in P is 21. So P has 21 elements. So 8 plus 2 is 10. And 21 subtract 10 is equals to 11. So the rest of the element is 11 and the total is 21. And the number of elements in a set Q is 15. So Q set is 15. So we have 8 plus 10 is 8 plus 2 is 10 and 10 plus 5 is makes 15. And the number of elements in a universal set, the total number of elements in a universal set are 30. Now complete the Venn diagram to show this information and state the number of elements in a set R. So the total we have given is equals to 30. So let me find for the total. Okay, so we have 11, 2. Okay, so let me add 11 plus 2 plus 8 plus 5. This is 26 and the total is equals to 30. So 30 subtract answer. So we have 4 elements are here. So the number of elements in a set R, if these are the elements in a set R, 4 plus 8, that is equals to 12. Right. Question number 3, it is given that x plus 3 is a factor of the polynomial p of x. So if it is a factor, so means p of negative 3 must be equals to 0. The remainder when p of x is divided by x minus 2 is equals to negative 15. This means that p of 2 is equals to negative of 15. Find the remainder when p of x is divided by x plus 1. So means we have to find p of minus 1. But first we have to solve for a and b, right? So let me use the first information that p of negative 3 is equals to 0, right? So we can say that substituting x equals to minus 3. So 2 minus 3 cube plus a minus 3 square minus 24 minus 3 plus b equals to 0, right? So 3 cube is 27. So 3 cube is 27. This is negative times minus 2 is minus 54 plus 9a. 3 square is 9 and 24 times 3 and it's positive 72 plus b is equals to 0. So 9a plus b and we have 72 minus 54 is 18 plus 18. This is equals to 0. This is my first equation, right? Now let me solve for the second equation. By the second condition, we have given that p of 2 is equals to negative of 15, right? Let me solve this. So 2 times 2 cube plus a 2 square minus 24 times 2 plus b equals to minus 15, right? So 2 cube is 8 and 8 times 2 is 16 plus 2 square is 4a minus 2 times of 24 is 48 plus b equals to minus 15, right? So 4a plus b and let me add 16 minus 48. 16 minus 48, this is negative 32 and shifting this on the other side becomes positive. So minus 15 plus 32 is equals to 17. This is my second equation, right? And that is my first equation, right? So as you can see, we have b coefficient is 1. So let me subtract the two equations and we can get the value for a. Okay, so subtract equation 1 and equation 2. We can easily solve for a, right? Yes, 9a plus b equals to negative 18, right? The first equation. The second is 4a plus b equals to 17, right? Now for subtraction, we have to change the signs. So it is negative, negative and negative, right? So positive b and negative b is 0. So 9 minus 4 is 5a. And negative 18, negative 17, this is negative 35. Negative 35 divides 5 is 7. So a value is minus 7, sorry. Right. Now let me solve for the b. So for the b value, we have to substitute the a into first or second equation. So let me put into the second one. So b equals to 17 minus 4 times of a. So b equals to 17 plus 4 times negative is positive. 4 times 7 is 28. Right. 4 times 7, 28 plus 17, 45. So the b is 45. Right. Now let me write the polynomial p of x. So the polynomial p of x is equals to 2x cube plus ax square. So minus 7x square minus 24x plus b, that is 45. Now the question is find the remainder when p of x is divided by x plus 1. So it means we have to find p of minus 1. So 2 minus 1 cube minus 7 minus 1 square minus 24 minus 1 plus 45. So this is minus 2 negative, this is 7 1 square, negative 1 square is positive, so positive 24 and positive 45. Let me solve the remainder. So this is negative 2 negative 7 and positive 24 and positive 45. This is 60. So the remainder is 60 when p of x is divided by x plus 1. Question number 4, find the coordinates of the point where the line intersects the curve. Okay, so let me solve for one variable from the line. So if I can solve for 2y is equals to 3x plus 6 and y is equals to 3 by 2x plus 6 by 2 is 3. So we have y. So let me substitute this y into the curve, right, and to solve for x. So we have x square by 4 plus y square is, we have to do 3 by 2x plus 3, its whole square, divided by 9 equals to 5. Okay, let me simplify this. We have x square by 4 plus opening the square 9 by 4 x square, 3 square is 9 plus 2ab, right? So 2 times 3 times 3 by 2, this is 9 plus 9x divides 9 equals to 5, right? Okay, further simplification we can say, let me take the LCM. 4 times 9 is 36 as an LCM. So 4 times 9x square, 9 is multiplying, cross multiplication, opposite denominators, multiplying by 4. So 9 by 4 x square plus 9x plus 9 is multiplying by 4, and this is equals to 5 times 36. Right, 4 times 9 is 36, yes. So here we have 9x square plus 9x square. 4 is cancelled with 4. 4 times 9 is 36x plus 36 equals to 5 times 36 is 180. We have a quadratic equation. So 9 plus 9 is 18x square plus 36x, and from 180, shifting 180 over here, 36 subtract 180, we do minus 144 equals to 0, right? So let me divide throughout the equation by 18. Dividing by 18, yes. 36 is divisible by 18, yes. So dividing by 18, here we have x square, and 36 divides 18 is 2x, and what is 144 divides 18? This is 8. Negative 8 equals to 0. Now we can easily factorize it. So 8, 4 times 2 is 8, yes. 1 times minus 8 is minus 8, and 4 times minus 2, and 4 minus 2 is 2. Plus 4x minus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. Taking x common, we have x plus 4. Taking negative 2 common, x plus 4 equals to 0. So the two factors are x plus 4 and x minus 2 equals to 0. And from here we have the two values for x. X is equals to 2 or x is equals to negative 4. Now we can find the corresponding y values, and from equation star we have y equals to 3 by 2x plus 3, right? So we have y equals to 3 by 2x plus 3. right? So the first is y is equals to 3 by 2 times 2 plus 3, and the second y equals to 3 by 2 times minus 4 plus 3. So 2 is cancelled with 2, so 3 plus 3, this is equals to 6, and 2 times 2 is equals to 4, and 2 times 3 6. Negative 6 plus 3, this is negative of 3, right? So the two solutions are, we can say at 2 we have 6, 2 6, and the other solution is minus 4 minus 3. So these are the coordinates of the point where the line intersect the curve. Question number 5, part A. 4 parts in a play are to be given to 4 of the girls chosen from 7 girls. So the total number of girls are 7 and the total plays are 4 in a drama class. Find the number of different ways in which this can be done. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the total are 7. So we have 7 options for the first, and then 6 options, then 5 options, and then 4 options. Okay, so 7 times 6 times 5 times 4, so this can be done in 840 ways. 840. Now for the second part, B, 3 singers are chosen at random from the group of 5 Chinese, 4 Indian, and 2 British singers. Find the number of different ways in which this can be done if, number 1, no Chinese singer is chosen. So we are not choosing the Chinese singer. Now apart from Chinese, the total are 4 Indians and 2 British, so this is 6. So from 6 we have to choose 3 singers. So the answer is 6C3. 6C3, this is 20. Right. Now for the second part, we have to find if one singer of each nationality is chosen, right? So each nationality, one singer, means the first singer is Chinese, the other is Indian, and the third is British. Just one singer. Okay, so 5 Chinese, we have to choose 1, right? Times, there are 4 Indians, have to choose 1, times 2 British, we have to choose 1, right? So 5C1 is 5. This is equals to 5. 4C1 is 4. 2C1 is 2. So 5 times 4 times 2, this is 40. Now for the third part, the 3 singers chosen are all of the same nationality, right? So all of the 3 can be Chinese, all of the 3 can be Indians, but we cannot take British because there are only 2 singers for the British and the total we have to select are 3, right? So we can take Chinese or Indians, right? So from 5 Chinese, we have to select 3 singers. All the 3 singers are Chinese. Or we have another combination that from 4 Indians, we have to select 3. But for British, we are not using here. So 5C3 is 10. And 4C3 is 4. So 10 plus 4 is equals to 14. Question number 6 in the diagram. ABC is an arc of a circle centered at O. The radius is 5 cm. OA and OC is 5 cm. And angle AOC is 1.5 radians. AD, A to D, and C to E is the diameter of a circle. So this is also 5 centimeter, and this side is also 5 centimeter, right? Okay, DE is a straight line. Now for part 1, find the total parameter of the shaded region. So the total parameter of the shaded region is basically the side OA. This is 5 plus OC, this is 5, OE is 5, OD is 5, plus A to C, the arc length, plus DE, right? So we need to work on the arc length first, right? So AC, this is the arc length of sector of a circle, and this is radius times theta. So the radius of a circle is 5 and theta is 1.5. 5 times 1.5 radians. So this is 5 times 1.5, 7.5. Now let me work on DE. So if I consider this triangle, so as we know that the line A to D and CE are straight lines. So these two angles are same. These are the vertically opposite angles. This angle is also 1.5 radians, right? So when two straight lines intersect at a point, so the angles are vertically opposite and they are equal. Okay, so now if I consider the triangle O, D and E, right? Okay, we have the two sides and one angle between them. We have to find the front side. We have to use law of cosine here, right? So law of cosine on the triangle O, D and E, right? We have to find DE, so we can say DE square is equals to, the two sides are 5 square plus 5 square minus 2 times 5 and cos of 1.5, right? Let me simplify. It must be in radians. My calculator is in degrees, converted into radians, right? And cos 1.5 times 5 times minus 2 time plus 5 squared is 25. Sorry, it's plus. Let me do it again. Cos 1.5 times 5 times negative 2 and add 25 and add 25. So this is DE square and the square root is DE. This is 6.8. DE is equals to 6.8, right? Now let me add the total parameter. So we can say that the total parameter, right, is OA is 5, OC is 5, OE is 5, OD is 5, AC is 7.5 and DE is 6.8. So 5, 5, 5, 5, 10 and 20. Okay, so in this add 20 and add 7.5. So this is 34.32 is the total parameter. 34.32 centimeter is a parameter of the shaded region. Now for the second part, find the total area of the shaded region. So the total area, it means we have to find the area of the triangle and area of a sector. So we have to add both of them, right? So shaded area is sector area and plus area of triangle, right? So sector area is half radius square theta and area of a triangle is half the two sides. We have OE, OD and the sine of the angle between them, that is 1.5, right? Okay, so we have half radius is 5 square and theta is 1.5 plus half, the two sides are 5 times 5 sine of 1.5. Let me simplify this. 1.5 times 5 times 5 divides 2 is 74, 18.75. 18.75, right? Now sine, it's in radian. 1.5 times 5 times 5 divides 2 plus 12.47, right? So in this add 18.75. 31.22 is the shaded area. 31.22 centimeter square. Question number 7. Vectors I and j are vectors parallel to x-axis and y-axis respectively, given that a equals to this, b is this and c equals to this. Find number 1 the exact value of absolute of a plus c. So first we have to work on a plus c. So a is 2i plus 3j. Now we add c is 3i plus 11j, right? So in addition we have to add the I component. 2 plus 3 is 5i and adding the j component. 3 plus 11, this is equals to 11, 12, 13 and 14, 14j, right? Now we have to find the absolute of a plus c is the magnitude. So we do square root of 5 square plus 14 square. we will get the exact value, right? So 5 square is 25 and 14 square is 196 plus 25 is square root of 221, right? Now for the second part, the value of the constant m such that a plus mb is parallel to j, right? So if a, when two things are parallel, means this is some constant times of j. So we can write it down when they are parallel. We can say that a plus mb is equals to some constant times j, right? So let me solve a. A is 2i plus 3j plus m times b is I minus 5j. This is equals to some constant times of j because they are parallel, right? Okay, adding the I component. So 2 plus m is the I component and the j component is plus 3 minus 5m is the j component. This is equals to k times the j component, right? So since we can see that if we compare the I component, so there is no I component, so we can compare easily the I components. Comparing here the I component, I unit vector 2 plus m equals to 0 and m equals to -2. This is a value of the constant m. Now for the third part, the value of the constant n such that a n minus b equals to c, right? So n times a, 2i plus 3j minus the b vector is I minus 5j equals to the c vector, that is 3i plus 11j, right? Okay, so 2ni plus 3nj minus I plus 5j. This is equals to 3i plus 11j, right? The I component is 2n minus 1 is the I component. The j component is 3n plus 5 is the j component, and here 3 is the I component and 11 is the j component, right? Now okay, again we are comparing coefficients, comparing the components, right? I and the j to solve for n, right? Now let me compare I unit vector. So 2n minus 1 equals to 3, and from here 2n equals to 3 plus 1, this is equals to 4, and 2 times 2 equals to 4, so n equals to 2, right? Now let me compare the j component. We will get the exact same value, right? Now comparing the j unit vector, this is 3n plus 5 equals to 11, 3n equals to 11 minus 5, so 11 take away 5 is 6, and 3 times 2 is equals to 6, so n value is 2. So from both we have got the same value for n, so the value of the constant n is equals to 2. Question number 8. A, we have a matrix A, a matrix B. We have to find BA inverse. So first we have to find the product of B times A. So the matrix B is 0, 3, minus 2, 5, minus 5 times A is 2, 1, minus 1, minus 3. So rows are going to multiply with the column 0 times 2, minus 1 times 1. This is minus 2. Rows with the column 0 times minus 1, minus 2 times minus 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. And 5 times 1 is minus 5, and 3 times 1 is minus 3, and 3 times 5 is 15, right? So here the matrix is minus 2, minus 1, 6, and 15 take away 3 is 12, right? Now we have to find its inverse, right? So we need to find the determinant of BA first. This is 2 times 12. 2 times 12 with a negative sign is negative 24. Minus 1 times 6 is minus 6, so plus 6. And 6 minus 24, this is negative of 18. Now, BA inverse is equals to the adjoint of BA divides the determinant of BA. Right, so the determinant is 1 over 18 minus 1 by 18, and the adjoint of 2 cross 2 matrix is we have to change the positions, right? So it is 12, and here we have minus 2, and changing the signs, minus 6 and 1. So this, sorry, I did the mistake here. 6 minus 5 is just plus 1, and we have minus here, and this is negative of 30. Yeah, this is, both are negative, and we have 30 here, negative of 30. So 1 by minus 30, 12 minus 1, and minus 6 minus 2 is answer. Now moving to part B, the matrix X is such that X times C equals to D, where C equals to this and D equals to this. Number 1, state the order of the matrix C. So the order of the matrix is rows times columns, right? So the number of rows in matrix C are 2, and the number of columns are 3. So the order of matrix C is 2 cross 3. 2 rows and 3 columns. Now for the second part, find the matrix X. Okay, so we have a matrix X times C equals to D. So we don't know the order of matrix X, but the order of matrix C is 2 times 3, right? And the order of matrix D is 1 row and 3 columns. So this is 1 times 3, right? Okay, so what is the order for matrix X, right? So as you can see, we have 3 and 3 here. So we have 2, so we can take 2, and 1, we have 1. So 1 times 2, 2 times 3. We can cancel the 2, 1 times 3. So means the order of matrix X is 1 row and 2 columns, right? We have to solve for X. So if I can take A and B, so the row is 1 and the columns are 2, times with the matrix C, that is minus 2, 0, 5, 10, and 3, 4. This is equals to the matrix T minus 4, 5, and 4, right? Let me do the product. This row is multiplying with the column, so minus 2 times A, minus 2A, and B times 0 is just 0, right? And then 2 times 5, 5A plus 10B, 3A plus 4B. This is equals to minus 4, 5, and 4. By comparison, we can easily find AB. Let's do it. So minus 2A equals to minus 4. So A equals to, negative is cancelled, 2 times 2 is 4, right? Now for minus 5A plus 10B, this is equals to 5. So A value is 2. So this is equals to 5 times 2 plus 10B equals to 5. So 10B equals to 5 minus 10. So 10B equals to negative of 5, and B value is minus 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 equals to 10, right? And we can check the both values are same, so we have to put 3A plus 4B equals to 4. A is 2, so 3 times 2, and B is minus 1 by 2. This must be equals to 4. 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 2 is 4. So minus 2, and this is equals to 4. So A is 2 and B is minus 1 by 2. So the matrix X we can say is AB, that is 2 and minus 1 by 2. Question number 9, part 1, differentiate the function with respect to X. So we have a product of two functions. We have to use a product rule here. So we can say dy over dx, if this function is y, this is equals to the first function, the derivative of second function, square root of sine x, plus the second function and the derivative of the first function, x4. Yes. So this is equals to x exponent 4, and we have to use a power rule here. So 1 by 2 sine x, power is 1 by 2 minus 1, and the derivative of sine is cos x, plus square root of sine x and 4x cube, right? Okay, further simplification, we have cos x divides 2 square root of sine x because 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 1 by 2. So shift in the denominator, cos x divides 2 square root of sine x and x power 4 as well. And plus we have 4x cube and square root of sine x. So the answer is, we can say that the d by dx of x cube power 4 square root of sine x is equals to x power 4 cos x divides 2 square root of sine x plus 4x cube square root of sine x. Right. Now for the second part, hence find the integration of this function. Okay, so we have to use the answer from the part A. So this is the function and we have this as well. Okay, so if I rewrite this, that d by dx of, as you can see, when we have to find this, so x power 4 cos x and square root of sine x, so we have 2, so we need to multiply it by 2, because 4 times 2 is 8 and 2 divides 2 is 2. Yeah, right, we are multiplying by 2 on both sides. So 2 and x4 square root of sine x equals to, we have to multiply by 2, so you have just x power 4 cos x divides square root of sine x, and multiplying by 2, 4 times 2 is 8x cube square root of sine x. Now as you can see on the right side, we have the two terms of this integral, but we don't have x, so we have to add x on both sides as well. So we can say x plus 2 d by dx of x power 4 square root of sine x is equals to x plus x power 4 cos x divides square root of sine x plus 8x cube square root of sine x. Right. Now let me take integration on both sides, right? So we can say integration of x dx plus 2 is outside, integration the d by dx of x power 4 square root of sine x and dx, and integrate is equals to the integration of these three functions, x plus x power 4 cos x divides square root of sine x plus 8x cube square root of sine x, right, with respect to dx. So this whole expression equals to this, right? Now the integration of x is x square by 2 plus we have 2, we can cancel the dx, the derivative with the integration. We have x power 4 square root of sine x plus some constant of integration, because this is the indefinite integral, and this is equals to the integration of x power x plus x 4 cos x over square root of sine x and plus 8x cube square root of sine x with respect to dx. So the integral, this integral is equals to x square by 2 to x power 4 square root of sine x plus c. Question number 10, A part, number 1. On the axis below, sketch the graph of this function showing the coordinates of the points where the curve meets the x-axis. Okay, so first, this is the factored form of a quadratic function. We need to find the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts. X-intercepts are the points when the function y equals to 0. So we have x plus 3 and x minus 5 equals to 0. So here x is equals to negative 3 and x is equals to positive 5. These are the two x-intercepts, right? Now first let me plot the x-intercepts. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we have 1, 2. We're not using downward. Okay, so we have -3 and +5 is the x-intercept. Let me work on the y-intercept as well. Y-intercept is the point when x is equals to 0. So y is equals to absolute of 3 into -5. So 3 times 5 is 15, and the absolute of -15 is positive of 15. So the y-intercept is 15, right? Okay, so we can say that. Let me check the y-axis. Right. So this point we can say is 5, 10, and 15. The y-intercept, this 2, 4, 6, 8, -2, -4, -6, -8. Y-intercept is -3 over here, and we have 5 over here, right? Now let me draw the parabola. Okay, make sure your curve passes through the x and the y-intercepts. Right, so this is the shape of the parabola, and since it is absolute value function, so we have to draw the straight lines on both sides of the curve, and this point is -3 and this point is 5, right? Now for the second part, write down the suitable domain for the function f of x equals to this function such that f has an inverse, right? So we know that the function has inverse when it satisfies the horizontal line test. Horizontal line test is a test when we draw the horizontal line on the graph of the function, and the line must intersect at one point. If it intersects more than one point, then the inverse of that function does not exist, right? So if we draw the horizontal line, it intersects at 4 points, right? So we have to find the suitable domain for the function such that the inverse exists. So on what domain its inverse exists? So if I consider this part of the function, when x values are more than 5, just this straight line, it has inverse. Horizontal line test is satisfied. Or if I can say that when x values are less than -3, it again satisfies a horizontal line test, right? So these are the two intervals. X is less than equals to -3, or we can say x is greater than equals to 5. Right, now the function g and h are defined by, we have g of x and h of x. Number one, find h composition g of x. Okay, h of g of x. This is equals to h, and g of x is 3x minus 1. And h of x is 4 over x, that is 3x minus 1. Right. Now for the second part, find h composition g inverse of x. We have to find its inverse. So we can say y equals to this function, 4 over 3x minus 1. Switching the variables, x equals to 4 over 3y minus 1, cross multiplication. We can say that 3y minus 1 equals to 4 by x, or 3y equals to 4 by x plus 1, or we can say that y is equals to 1 by 3 into 1 plus 4 by x. So this y is hg inverse of x. Now for part C, given that p of a equals to b and that the function p has an inverse, means inverse of that function exists, write down p inverse of b. So p of a equals to b. So what is a? A equals to p inverse of b. So p inverse of b equals to just a. Question number 11, part A, we have to find the integration of this function. So let me rewrite this as 2x minus 1, its power is 1 by 3, cube root, with respect to dx, right? Now here we apply the power rule. So before applying power rule, we have to complete its derivative. 2x minus 1 derivative is 2. So we have to multiply and dividing by 2 on both sides. So 1 by 2 integrate 2x minus 1 power 1 by 3 dx, right? Now the derivative is completed. So we have 1 by 2, power rule is 2x minus 1 power plus 1 divides 1 by 3 plus 1 plus some constant of integration, because this is indefinite integral, right? Let me simplify. 1 by 3 plus 1, this is 4 by 3. So this is equals to 1 by 2, 2x minus 1 power is 4 by 3, and denominator power is also 4 by 3, or we can say 3 by 4 plus c, right? Or further simplification, we have 3 over 2 times 4 is 8. 2x minus 1 power is 4 by 3 plus c. That is a simplified answer. Now for B part 1, the integration of sine 4x dx. Integration of sine is minus cos 4x divides the derivative of 4x, that is 4, plus some constant of integration, right? Or we can say minus 1 by 4 cos 4x plus c. Now for the second part, hence evaluate this integration when we have a definite integral, right? So the integration of this integral is given, that is minus 1 by 4 cos 4x from pi by 8 to pi by 4, right? Upper and the lower limits, right? So minus 1 by 4, we have cos 4 pi by 4, the upper limit, minus cos 4 pi by 8, the lower limit, right? So here we can cancel 4 and 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Cos pi and cos pi by 2. Okay, so cos of pi is negative 1. So minus 1 by 4, we have minus 1, and cos pi by 2. Cos pi divides 2. This is equals to 0. Minus 0. This is just 1 by 4. Now for the part C, show that this integral is equals to 3. Okay, so integration of exponential function is e power x by 3, and the derivative of x by 3 is 1 by 3, and the limit is from 0 to ln of 8, right? This is my left hand side I'm solving, right? Okay, so in the next step we can say 3 e power x by 3 is 0 to ln of 8. 3 is outside. We have e power ln of 8 by 3 minus e power 0 by 3, upper and the lower limit. So 3 e power is, we can say, ln of 8 divides 3, and e power answer is just 2. And e power 0 is 1. 2 minus 1. This is equals to 3 times 1. This is equals to 3. And this is my right hand side. So it is proved that the integration of this integral is 3. Question number 12. In this question, all lengths are in centimeters. The volume of a cone of height h and base radius r is given by, this is a volume of a cone. It is known that sine pi by 12, cos pi by 12, and tangent pi by 12 we have given, right? A water cup is in the shape of a cone. This is a water cup. It is in shape of a cone with its axis vertical. The diagram shows the cup and its cross section. This is a cup and this is a cross section. The vertical axis of the cone is pi by 6 radians. The depth of water in a cup is h, and the surface area of a circle of radius r. So means this point, the middle, this is r, right? Now for the first part, find an expression for r in terms of h. Right, we need to find r in terms of h first and show that the volume of water in a cup is given by this function, right? So we have to solve for r first. So if I draw the straight line here, okay, this is r, this side is h, and what is this angle? So here we break this pi by 12, pi by 6 into 2 portion. So the both angles are pi by 12. This angle is pi by 12 and the other is also pi by 12. Right. So this is a right angle triangle if I consider it. So if I draw it separately, right, this is R, this is H, and this is pi by 12. So we have the front side is opposite and this is adjacent. So we used to use a ratio for tangent. So we can say that tan pi by 12 is opposite over adjacent. Opposite is R and the adjacent side is H. We have to find R in terms of H. This is my first step. So tangent pi by 12 we have given, we have to use 2 square root of 3. 2 minus square root of 3, right? So 2 minus square root of 3 times H is equals to R. So this is R in terms of H. Now we have to find the volume of water in a cup, and this is the formula for volume of a cone because the water cup is in the shape of a cone. So let me use this formula for the volume. Right. So we can say that the volume is 1 by 3 pi radius square in H. Right. So we have the radius value in terms of H. Now let's substitute all those values here. We will get the expression for volume. 1 by 3 pi radius square is 2 minus square root of 3 into H whole square and H. Right. Now let me simplify. We have V equals to 1 by 3 pi. So 2 square is 4. Minus 2 times 2 is 4 square root of 3 and plus square root of 3 square is just 3 and h square is h square and h cube here. Right. Now simplified further, V equals to 1 by 3 pi and 4 plus 3 7 minus 4 square root of 3 h cube. Right. Or we can rewrite this as pi 7 minus 4 square root of 3 h cube divides 3. So this exactly match with the one that we have to find. Right. Now for second part, water is poured into the cup at a rate of 30 centimeter cube per second. So this is dv over dt, right? dv over dt is equals to 30. Find, correct to decimal place, the rate at which the depth of water is increasing, means dh over dt we have to find at h is equals to 5. Right. So what is dh over dt? dh over dt, we can say dh over dv times dv over dt. We have dv over dt, that is 30. So we got the volume expression from the first part. This is expression of volume, or this we can use. So we differentiate volume with respect to h first, right? So the expression for volume is V equals to pi by 3 7 minus 4 square root of 3 h cube, right? Now dv over dh is pi by 3 7 minus 4 square root of 3 and this is 2h square. Now at h is equals to 5. Now dv over dh at h is equals to 5. So pi by 3 7 minus 4 square root of 3 2 times 5 square. Right. Let me simplify this. Okay, so 2 times 5 times 5, okay, and dividing by 3 times by pi and times bracket 7 minus 4 square root of 3. So this is 3.759, or we can say 3.8. 3.76 we can say, right? So let me use this expression into here. So we can say dh over dt is equals to dh over dv. This is dv by dh, so we do the reciprocal 1 over 3.76 times this expression is 30, right? So the answer is 30 divides answer. So this is 7.9. Sorry, I did the mistake here. The derivative of h cube is 3h square. Sorry, this is 3. Let me do calculation again. So we have pi by 3 times 7 minus 4 square root of 3 and times 3 times 25. 5 square is 25. So this is 5.664. So if I can divide it by 5.64, so 30 divides answer. This is 5.232 up to 2 decimal place, because we have to find the answer correct to 2 decimal place. So this is equals to dH over dt. The depth of water is increasing at a rate of 5.32. So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.